Hi guys, I'm Tyler, and today I'm going to be making a video that's a continuation from yesterday's video. So yesterday I chose 7 slang words and explained them in English, and today I have 6 more. These words are very common, but words that you likely wouldn't find in a textbook. So let's get started. The first word I'm going to be describing today is a ripoff, and that's a term that's used very frequently in America and a very common phrase, and it actually has 2 meanings. So the first meaning is to be very overpriced. If something is very expensive and it shouldn't be, it should be cheaper, we call that a ripoff. For example, this restaurant is a ripoff. They charge $5 for water. So naturally, water would be cheaper than that. So because they charge so much, it's a ripoff. The other meaning of ripoff would be a copy or imitation or a fake. For example, there is a store at the mall who sells ripoff Gucci bags. And what that means is the brand isn't real. They're not really Gucci. It's an imitation, a fake, a ripoff. An easy way to remember, for example, let's pretend that I have a Adidas shirt and I rip off the logo and put it on my shirt. It's an easy way to remember because literally ripping it off and putting it on mine, it's a fake, a ripoff. The next word that we have, the next phrase is you got it, which is a phrase that I use very frequently, and it's heard very frequently in the US. And it's just another way of saying sure, no problem, or you're welcome. For example, if someone asks you, "May I have a glass of water?" and you reply, "You got it." That's just like saying yes, sure, or no problem. Another example, if someone says to you, "Thank you for working for me last night," and you say, "You got it," it's like saying, "No problem, don't worry about it, my pleasure, you got it." The third word I have, which is very popular and has 2 different meanings, is shady. So the first meaning would mean something that is very suspicious, or someone or something that is hard to trust. For example, Kyle is very shady. He never speaks about his personal life. So it's just someone or something that is very secretive, that it's hard to find out information about. That would be someone who is shady, who doesn't want anybody to know anything. They're shady. The other meaning, the more literal meaning, is to be away from the sun. For example, let's find a shady spot in the park to have our picnic. So if we don't want to sit directly underneath the sun, we find a shady spot, maybe underneath a tree or something like that. And in both meanings, you could relate, because in one, it's someone who's very suspicious, secretive, almost like they're keeping things in the dark underneath the shade. And the same meaning for being away from the sun. Okay, and our next word is crash. So the literal meaning of crash is 2 things hitting each other. For instance, a car crash, a car accident, something like that. But in this explanation, crash means to go to sleep, or to spend the night at someone else's house. For example, I crashed at my hotel after my flight. I was exhausted. So all that means is after my flight, I got back to my hotel and I was so tired, I crashed. I went right to bed. Another example would be, if you don't want to drive home, you can crash at my place. Meaning, if you don't want to drive home, you can stay at my house, you can spend the night, or you can crash here. Our next term, which is probably one of the most used in the US, is hang out. And all hang out means is to spend time relaxing or spend time with friends. It's a vague term. It doesn't refer to anything specifically. It just means relaxing or spending time with friends or family. For example, my class was canceled, so I am going to hang out at home. So that just means that I'm going to stay in my house, maybe watch TV or cook or read. All of that could fall under the umbrella of hanging out. The next example, if you ask somebody, do you want to hang out this weekend? I have no plans. So that's just asking somebody if they would like to spend time with you. Hang out. And the last phrase that I have that is also very common is to have someone's back. And what that means is, if you have someone's back, it means that you support someone or you are prepared to help someone if you have their back. For example, don't worry about bullies at school. I've got your back. So that means you don't have to worry because in any case, I'll be there to help you. I've got your back. Don't worry. You're not alone. Another example would be if someone said to you, I am nervous about giving this presentation. And I would say, don't worry, I've got your back if you need help. So it just means you're not alone, I've got your back, and I'm looking out for you. And those are the only words that I have for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that my explanation helps you guys. As always, if you have any suggestions, please comment and let me know. Because I would really love to make more videos, and if there's a specific subject that would benefit you, I would really like to explain any concept in further detail. And as always, thank you very much and have a good day.